everyone, NovaCase here, and welcome back to one of my rambly talky art videos. I wanted this time to talk about hobbies, just because I have a bunch of them, and I feel like it's important to have hobbies. Obviously, my big one is art, like doodling characters and character designs. I need to practice more with backgrounds. I really need to learn to step out of my comfort zone more. But I digress. That kind of thing isn't all I do. If you're wanting to do one of your hobbies as a career, like I do with my art and drawing, you probably need to have other hobbies too. You don't want to get burnt out from doing the same thing all the time and never having a break. Like, I get having work projects and fun projects, but you can wear yourself out. Trust me, I've done it and it sucks. It can make you stop drawing for a while, and so it can be just really frustrating, and you can feel like whatever it is that burnt you out killed your passion for it. But because of that, I have other hobbies too. And one of my big ones is video games. I've played them since I was a kid, and I absolutely love them. I started out on the Sega Genesis playing Sonic and Paperboy and Mortal Kombat and Gunstar Heroes. And then came the N64, so we had Banjo-Kazooie and Ocarina of Time. And I don't care if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I will say it how I've said it since I was a kid. And we had Mario Kart, Super Mario 64, and a bunch of other games that we absolutely loved. And the funny thing is that my parents are actually the ones who got us started on them. And not very many people can say that. So like, I can remember with the Sega watching Mom play if it was a game that I had trouble with. We'd watch her play, or once we had a PlayStation 2, we would watch Dad play Gran Turismo. And we just had a bunch of fun with video games, and we even played World of Warcraft with Mom and Dad once I was in around high school, middle school to high school, 8th to 9th grade, so last year of middle school, first year of high school, something like that, somewhere in there. And there's actually a really funny story with that, and I'll have to ask my brother's permission before I actually tell it, because he might kill me. But it was hilarious, and at the time, he was really little. So that was honestly so hilarious. Another thing I like to do is crafts, especially around the holidays. I love doing little things like making little decorations or making wreaths, especially if I can get a hold of battery-operated festive lights to put in them. Or even just grabbing some ribbon, like the big ribbon, and making some hair bow clips for myself. Usually with a little charm glued in the center. I love doing those, they're so much fun to wear, and I think they're so festive and cute. Decorating for holidays is another one. Catch me at the start of September, the house is getting decked out in fall stuff and bright colors. Beginning of October, let the spoopy commence! I just incorporate the Halloween stuff into the fall decor, since the two go hand in hand, and then after Halloween, I take out the spoopiness and leave the autumn stuff. The day after Thanksgiving, though, I am singing Christmas carols and putting up the tree. I genuinely enjoy decorating for each season and holiday, and I'll even plan it out if I'm given the chance. Does enjoying nature count? I love just watching the leaves sway in the breeze. Probably not, but I'm including it. Generally, enjoying nature and hiking sometimes is a pretty typical West Virginia pastime. Mermaiding counts. Yes, I am that much of a nerd. Because of fabric and financial limitations, I don't currently have a tail. I had one like a year or two ago, but it messed up, mostly due to pretty extensive use. I loved swimming in this thing. I'd hop in our above ground pool and just book it to the other side. Fun fact, first time I wore my fin, which I still swim in every time I hop in the water, I nearly collided with the pool wall. Did I nearly, or did I actually? I'll have to ask Mom about that. Overall, mermaiding and swimming in a monofin is super fun, and I totally recommend it to people who love swimming. Don't do it alone, though. Swimming alone is dangerous, and mermaiding alone can definitely be, strong swimmer or not. Better safe than sorry. I'd also like to go ziplining or paintballing, or even whitewater rafting if I could. That could be a lot of fun. Or paddleboarding. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I sometimes make things out of clay. It's fun and just really enjoyable to do. They're usually simple little things, like little character charms, or sometimes actually even medium-sized cosplay props. And it's fun to do. Other fun fact, I used to do a lot of cosplay, and for one of my cosplays, I made the Millennium Ring from Yu-Gi-Oh! Also made the rod. Those were actually the first clay things I made, and I'm actually pretty astonished they turned out as okay as they did. I'm really bad for taking something and delving face first into it, jumping in the deep end without looking first. But that's not all I make. I also crochet. I started learning after my dad really got into it, and it turns out I really enjoy it. When someone in my family has a baby now, I make a baby blanket as a shower gift. I'm actually working on one right now for my niece. I really can't wait to show him, I can't wait to show my brother how it's going to turn out. And I picked colors that I thought would be really pretty, and I just think it's turning out really well, and I hope he likes it. I'm also trying to learn knitting. Handmade things honestly make great presents, and I've actually crocheted Harry Potter scarves for me and my siblings, Slytherin for my brother and sister, and Hufflepuff for me, because I'm the little oddball out of the group. But with making stuff like that, I just love doing stuff, especially relating to something we all love, like Harry Potter, which we all grew up on. And it's just really encouraging to see the look on somebody's face when you give them something that you worked really hard on, that you made for them. It's something that always just makes me really happy to do, and I'm excited to be able to do that for my family. So mentioning Harry Potter, another one that I really love to do is reading. Get me going on a good book, I can't talk today, and a lot of times I can actually finish it that day. I even did it one time with a 900-page book. In one day. I get so laser focused that if I really like a book, that it's hard to snap me out of it. If I'm having a day where I just can't sit still, I'll switch to audiobooks and do something else while I listen. It works for me. On the subject of things that I'm learning to do, calling back to the knitting, painting. Not digital painting, although I really would like to learn that one too. I mean mostly actual acrylic and oil on canvas. It's something I've played with off and on in the past, but I always got really frustrated and didn't know what I was doing, and usually I didn't have the right materials, so I never got very far. It's taking a lot of patience, but I'm actually improving now. Mostly thanks to tutorials. But hey, it's fun and it helps you improve, and sometimes it can be really interesting to see what you can do when you really step out of your comfort zone and try things like that. Most of my hobbies are art related, it's just who I am. Obviously, if these kind of things aren't your cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate or other beverage of choice, find the things you really enjoy. Having variety in what you do can be really energizing and gives your brain a break from doing one thing constantly. So what kind of hobbies do you guys have? I'm gonna let the music finish it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!